Humanium, a commodity for peace. What you see on the screen is an AK-47. It's a lethal tool. It has killed many people, is killing every day many people. And I will tell you what we have done with this lethal tool. We have done this. It's an ingot, a bullion, it's also called. An ingot where we have melted this metal, this weapon, into this new shape. And to be honest with you, I like this shape much better. Why have we done that? Well, let me come back to you on this. But I want to be very clear on one thing. Here, we are only talking about the illegal guns. Guns, rifles, firearms that have been confiscated by police, by law enforcement agencies, and they have given those guns to us, and we convert them, we melt them, and we make this shape. And we say it's the most valuable metal on earth because it saves lives. More valuable than gold, more valuable than anything else, humanium, a new metal. And I will tell you how you all can help us make humanium even more valuable in the future. So, weapons kill. There are other more dangerous weapons in many ways, but we can refer to these weapons as the weapons of mass destruction, because these are actually the weapons that kill. 500,000 people a year are killed by these weapons. There are many of them. There are close to 1 billion weapons on our earth today. Hundreds of millions of these are illegally held in the hands of those who should really not have them. Every minute somebody is killed by a firearm worldwide. But even worse, also they cause lifelong disability. For each person killed, there are 3 persons who get a lifelong disability. What's the cost of the armed violence? Well, it's very difficult to assess. I know it's, I have been working on this. We have been trying, together with a number of international experts, to calculate. It is not easy, but we say that it is at least 400 billion a year, US dollars, the cost of the gun violence to our societies. And that is also why we say, if we convert one weapon into this shape, well, this makes it the most valuable metal on earth, humanium. I will tell you 2 stories. One of Alex Galvez and another one of Ahmed Mohammed. This is Alex. I met him 2 weeks ago in Guatemala. Alex was on his way back from school. He went into a shop where he knew the shop owner, and he wanted to buy something to drink. It was a warm day in Guatemala. So suddenly the street went silent. Everybody was, what's going on? What's going on? And the shop owner told Alex, close the door. And he said, why? And he looked, and he saw a gang coming up the street. All of them had taken drugs. And the gun owner said, close the door, quickly close the door. And he tried to close the door, but meanwhile, trying to start to close this double door, the one of the gang members came up, pointed the gun through the still open door. He tried to squeeze the door, close it, and he pushed away the gun, but while doing so, he was shot in his shoulder. And I met Alex 2 weeks ago in a restaurant. I asked him, Alex, can you put on this t-shirt saying Humanium, the new element? And he put it on, and he likes this project. And he will be involved in what we intend to do with Humanium. I will explain to you. So, we take the weapons. Please remember, illegal, confiscated weapons that police hand over to us. I have been doing weapons destructions in many places, in Peru, in Costa Rica, and other places. We melt the weapons into these ingots. This is new. That has not been done before. We used to dump the remains of the weapons in the oceans or sell them as scrap metal. Now we take this into this new form, this new element we create. We call it Humanium. And now in the next step, this is where you come in, where Alex comes in, because now we make this metal available as a commercial commodity that commercial partners can use, buy it, and this metal, you can say, well, it has no actual value. It is steel. You can buy it for almost nothing at all, but by converting it into Humanium, we make it the most valuable metal on Earth. So then you can do the products of Humanium. What can you do? Well, anything. Anything. I guess many of you are involved in production of different kinds of items, but also of services. You can use your imagination and think about how can I, or my company, or where I am, how can we use Humanium to do good stuff? This is what I look forward in our continued dialogue, where people worldwide help us to make products of Humanium and soon see that we as consumers will find products of Humanium on every shelf in every shop, and thereby making a contribution to a world free from illegal firearms. This is Mohammed Ahmed. He has a similar story. He was on his way back, not from school, but on his way back from a job. He was hungry. He wanted to buy something to eat. He was queuing for a falafel. 2 months later, he woke up in a hospital. Survived due to a courageous policeman who assisted him in this moment. And Mohammed lives in a suburb of Stockholm, and Mohammed is one of our ambassadors in this work. Here you see Mohammed with the ingot of Humanium. I'm very happy to say that Mohammed is with us here today in the room. Please come and help us make available Humanium metal for everybody. For that, I thank you in advance.